Dr. Evelyn Carter was not a believer in the supernatural. As a seasoned archaeologist, she'd spent countless hours in ancient tombs, brushing away centuries of dust to uncover the secrets of bygone civilizations. She'd seen it all: mummies, hieroglyphics, and artifacts of unimaginable beauty. But even she couldn't shake a growing sense of unease as she stood before the golden mask of Pharaoh Amenhotep. The mask was an exquisite piece of craftsmanship, a testament to the skill of ancient Egyptian artisans. Its intricate details, the piercing gaze of the pharaoh's eyes, and the weight of the pure gold sent shivers down her spine. As she reached out to touch it, a sudden gust of wind extinguished the torches, plunging the chamber into darkness. A low, guttural moan echoed through the tomb, sending a chill down Evelyn's spine. She fumbled for her flashlight and swept its beam across the chamber. Nothing. The moan came again, closer this time, followed by the sound of heavy footsteps. Her heart pounded in her chest as she realized she was not alone. Days later, Evelyn found herself back in her London flat, the golden mask safely secured in a high-tech display case. As she admired her latest acquisition, a strange sensation washed over her, a creeping sense of dread that seemed to emanate from the mask itself. She dismissed it as exhaustion from her travels. But the strange occurrences didn't stop there. Objects in her flat would move on their own, doors would slam shut, and she would often wake up in the middle of the night, convinced she was being watched. Her colleagues noticed a change in her demeanor. She became increasingly irritable and withdrawn, her once sharp mind clouded by fear. One night, as a storm raged outside, Evelyn was awoken by a blood-curdling scream. She rushed to her study, where the display case containing the mask was shattered. The mask was gone. Panic set in as she realized the ancient curse of Amenhotep had been unleashed. Desperate for help, Evelyn turned to an old friend, Professor Silas Thorne, a renowned expert in ancient Egyptian mythology. Silas warned her that she had disturbed a force far more powerful than she could imagine. According to ancient texts, the golden mask was not merely an ornament, but a vessel for the pharaoh's soul. By removing it from its tomb, Evelyn had inadvertently released a malevolent spirit. Silas believed the only way to stop the curse was to return the mask to its rightful place. They traveled back to Egypt, determined to right the wrong they had committed. As they descended into the tomb, the air grew heavy with an oppressive sense of dread. The walls seemed to close in around them, and the temperature dropped to freezing. They found the mask in a hidden chamber, guarded by a shadowy figure. As they approached, the figure turned to face them. It was Amenhotep, his eyes burning with an otherworldly intensity. With a final, desperate effort, Evelyn and Silas managed to return the mask to its pedestal. The moment the mask touched the stone, the tomb was enveloped in a blinding light. When the light faded, the figure of Amenhotep was gone. Exhausted but relieved, Evelyn and Silas made their way out of the tomb. As they emerged into the sunlight, they felt a weight lifted from their shoulders. The curse had been broken. But as they looked back at the ancient pyramid, they couldn't shake the feeling that they had merely delayed the inevitable. Perhaps one day, the curse would return, and the golden mask would claim another victim.